Good evening, everyone. Our top story this hour, British-born actor Richard Burton died today in a hospital in Geneva, Switzerland, the victim of an apparent cerebral hemorrhage. The 58-year-old star was taken to the hospital after suffering a stroke at his villa. He began his acting career on the British stage in Shakespearean plays and leaves behind a silver screen legacy.
If Burton was a born actor, he became a superstar only after beginning his relationship with Elizabeth Taylor. They married each other twice and made 10 films together. Taylor once described their time together as passionate and volatile, adding, "I think we'll love each other until we die." Just before they reunited on stage in Noel Coward's Private Lives, Burton described their relationship this way.
When the press attack us, which they sometimes do, it actually makes us closer because it's like a family thing, and it's backs to the wall and it's us against the world as to us. So there's a great rapport between Elizabeth and myself.
For much of his life, Burton drank heavily. He once told an audience, "If I'm not an alcoholic, I'm very near." In recent years, Burton said he'd given up drinking and moved to Switzerland, where he described himself as being in semi-retirement. Nevertheless, at the time of his death, Burton had a full work schedule ahead, including the sequel to his successful film, The Wild Geese. Burton leaves a legacy of more than 40 movie performances, some best forgotten, to be sure, but others which rank among the very most memorable on film.
Elizabeth Taylor in California today was too distraught to comment on Burton's death.
Mike, locally, District Attorney Harry Connick spoke out for the first time today about the investigation into alleged season passport fraud at the World's Fair. Connick told Leslie Hill his investigators may dig up more than they thought.
Thursday, the DA's office displayed thousands of World's Fair records pertaining to season passports. Sources told News Center 6 as many as 20 fair workers may have issued up to 80,000 season passport certificates, with the World's Fair not seeing a dime. District Attorney Harry Connick told News Center 6 passport fraud could be just the beginning of what he describes as widespread criminal activity at the fair.
I've been in touch with Mr. Bobby DeHemicourt, who represents the state and the governor, and the governor's office down here. We've been in touch with his people also, and they indicate to us that we may have some other areas that need some investigatory activities. We are being very, very as thorough as we can be under the circumstances to make sure that what has been presented to us either is a violation or not.
Connick says his office has found more than $500,000 in unvalidated passport certificates so far. News Center 6 reported Thursday sources close to the fair revealed World's Fair auditors were investigating the handling of cash receipts on the fair site. Connick did not say if his office was involved in that investigation, but he did say state police, NOPD, and DA investigators are working hand in hand checking out criminal allegations. Leslie Hill, News Center 6.
Happy faces were everywhere at the fair today. A special group of children from 3 New Orleans schools got a free trip to the expo, thanks to 2 New Orleans policemen, Pascal Saladino and Marvin Gates, with help from about a dozen off-duty officers and a few volunteers.
There's not many places for handicapped people to go in the city, and these kids, they really enjoy something in the public. They want to be just like anybody else. They come out here and they're really enthused over their bowling. They're enthused about going to the fair, but a lot of them can't, like I say, can't afford to go to the fair.
Well, the all-day treat included rides on the monorail, the Louisiana Journey, the Magic Room, and tonight, well, the Aquacade is on tap. Long-awaited Texas Week is finally underway at the World's Fair, and Paul Murphy at our fair studio couldn't wait to help kick off the fun. Well, Paul, I noticed you did it today.
Yeah, well, the pool at the Aquacade on a day like this was right where I wanted to be. Anyway, the country music, a swimming pig, and a chili cook-off were just some of the activities happening at the fair this afternoon to let you know the eyes of Texas were upon us. Texans were doing their darndest this afternoon to make their presence known at the fair. You see, they do everything up big in Texas. To kick off this week of Texas festivities, they held a special ceremony in the Great Hall. In attendance, Texas Lieutenant Governor Hobby, Miss Texas, and Louisiana Lieutenant Governor Bobby Freeman. And then it was over to the Aquacade, where the crowd eagerly waited for Ralph the Swimming Pig and me to make our New Orleans debut. After a little prodding, Ralph was off and swimming.
Ralph appeared on Charles Curl
I guess some people will do just about anything to get on TV. Wrapping up this Texan afternoon at the fair was the Big Chili Cook-Off at the Folklife Pavilion. Local chefs went head-to-head with the best Texas could offer to see who had the definitive chili recipe. And coming up tonight at the fair, the Texas festivities continue with Texan George Jones taking center stage at the Quality Seal Amphitheater. Mike and Lisa?
Okay, Paul, you know it's coming, don't you? Let me ask you this. Who won the freestyle, you or little Ralphie?
I think Ralph had it over me on that.
Well, I think the two of you look great together. I really do. Much impressed.
That's right. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it for now. Thanks so much for joining us. You know we want to see you again at 10. Until then, have a great evening.
Good night.